Turn that down, guys. Okay, put in your calculators. Y equals 2 raised to the x. Graph it. Shh. Gentlemen, and I use that term loosely.
Oh, you're recording now. You're going to be a funny guy.
Quiet. Go to your chart. Let's see, -3, I have 0.125. -2, I have 0.25. -1, 5. 0, 1. 1, 2. 2, 4. 3. I think that's an 8. Okay, let's plot some points. See, -3 and 1/8. Holy cow, you guys are slow. Slow. Quiet!
Have you ever seen the Polar Express?
Quiet! Quiet! -2 1/4. -2, 1/4. -1, 5. That can't be 5. It's impossible. 0.5. 0, 1. 1, 2. 2, 4. And 3, 8. So here's my growth graph. Now, on the test or quiz, if you draw something like this, there's my growth curve. I will mark that wrong. Okay, you're algebra 2 now. It must be accurate. Accurate.
Come on now. You're a teacher now.
Okay, so we have growth. Why do we have growth? Because b is greater than 1. You must put that down. You are algebra 2 students, not algebra 1. You don't get to just circle growth. I could care less about the y-intercept. I would rather that you guys put the equation of the line of the asymptote.
One more time.
What's my asymptote? Okay, well, what does asymptote mean? It means I have a lot of jerky students, right? It means my curve comes close to a line but never crosses it. In this problem, what's my asymptote? It happens to be the x-axis, right? Never crosses the x-axis. Shh. Shh. What's the equation of the x-axis? What's the equation of the line of the x-axis? I know you guys can do this. Y equals 0. Okay, that's the x-axis. Yep, that's my asymptote. It's my asymptote.
That's a stupid word.
That's my asymptote.
Oh, so it's not
correct.
If you probably said asshole soap, nobody would even.
All right, domain. What's my domain? X values of this graph. Well, would it help to do the end behavior first? As my x approaches negative infinity, or in other words, as x goes to the left, what happens to y? As my x goes to the left, what happens to my y? As my x goes to the left, what happens to my y? As my x goes to the left, what happens to my y values? To where? My y values here. This is my x values go to negative infinity. That means it goes to the left. Where does my graph try to get to? 0. Okay? As my x goes to the right, or positive infinity, what happens to my y? To positive infinity. So, can you figure out the domain now? X values. Domain should be easy. Yeah, negative infinity, positive infinity. Okay? Now, what about my range? Where does my y value start? Tries to get to 0, right? And where does it go? This is algebra 1. Okay? The only thing that's different from algebra 1 is your end behavior and why this is growth or decay. Now, when you do the homework, what? When you do your homework, shh, be careful, like number 6. Number 6, is that growth or decay? You don't have a calculator at home? Well, then you'll have to do it in class tomorrow. Number 6, is this growth or decay? Why? So it's growth because b is greater than 1. What's my b? I disagree with you. I don't believe b is 4. I don't agree with you being negative 4. I mean, you're on the right. You're on the right track. We have 4. We have 4 to the negative x, right? How do I get rid of negative exponents? It's distributed already. Wow, you guys are so slow.
Mr. D, this lotion smells really good.
Right? How do I get rid of the negative exponent? Flip it, make, reciprocal. So now what is it? So now it's decay. Alyssa, here. So, it's not growth, it's decay because b is between 0 and 1. Be careful of that. Negative exponents. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow to do the problems in class. Okay? So you guys have no homework, I guess.